Whole card predictions, break down everything. Oh, this is a really good card. I'm really excited. It's in Miami. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go. Tickets are extremely expensive, but
Yeah,
nonetheless, this card is amazing. Prelims. I'm just gonna pull up the prelims right now.
let's do it.
Well, Chris Barnett.
Let's go through the bottom to the top.
You see, I'm on the wait. Hold on. Let me get
Okay,
it.
we got Jacqueline Amorium San Hughes. Don't give a fuck about that one.
Yeah.
We got Yilan versus Steve Garcia. Listen, I'm gonna be real, guys.
I
I
don't
don't
care.
even know any of these guys, but okay, here we go. Nicolas Mota versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Ignacio Bahamondes has some of the craziest, flashiest striking for any like new up and coming lightweight. So I definitely have to say you guys should definitely watch this guy fight. He
Mhm.
has one of the best KOs in UFC history. Um, it was like a spinning back kick knockout. Amazing KO from him back in the day. I think he's going to beat Nicolas Mota. I'm just going to go with Ignacio Bahamondes by TKO. I think he's really goddamn good.
Yeah. I mean,
So be on the lookout for him.
I don't know
Um,
much about those guys, but I'll take your word for it.
GM3 versus Joe Piper. What do you
I
think
got
about
Joe Piper.
that? Okay, it's a big step up in competition
Yeah, it
for him.
is a big step in competition, but I think that they know what they're doing with it, and I think he's gonna knock him out. I don't think Joe Piper is that good in any way. I
Same.
just think that they know what they're doing with him. I think they like him as a fighter, and I think that
Yeah.
so they see something in this matchup, and I think he's gonna KO Mishart in the
Yeah.
first two.
I think that it'd be
But if
good
he
to see Joe
doesn't,
Piper get a win, but I think I'm gonna go with GM3.
you think so?
It's like 100% finish rate.
Yeah, I mean,
And
someone's getting
he
finished.
finished what's his name? Who did he finish in his last fight? Bruno Silva, the guy
Yeah,
that Pereira took to a decision. I
yeah,
mean, Pereira must have snatched his chin, but
yeah,
I'm gonna go with GM3.
yeah. I
I
mean,
think he's gonna get it
someone's
done.
getting finished. That's
Someone's getting finished. It's gonna be a emphatic finish. All right, Chris Barnett and Chase Sherman.
I got Chase Sherman. I mean, both of them kind of suck, but I think Chase Sherman is
Yeah,
a
Chris Barnett beat
little
like
ahead.
some Jared Bandera or some shit like that. It was ass. I think I'm gonna go with Chase Sherman as well by
Yeah, I got
decision.
Chase Sherman by
Boring heavyweight, sloppy
scoring.
decision.
Yeah, something like that.
Um,
And we got.
okay. Michelle Watterson versus Luana Pinheiro.
I don't think.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah,
care.
I'm gonna just go by women's decision, probably.
What is
Um,
it?
Michael Chiesa versus Li Jingwei.
Ooh, I got
That's
the
a good
leech.
fight.
I got the
I
leech.
got the Leech too, bro. I think the Leech is gonna KO him.
Yeah, so do I.
Listen, Michael Chiesa doesn't have great wrestling.
I think this is a good matchup for the leech. It's a really good matchup for him. And then what's the next fight? I can't really see it.
Chris Curtis, Kelvin Gastelum.
Ooh, I
I'm
got
going Chris Curtis.
I think Chris Curtis by second round knockout.
I think Gastelum's done. I
I think
honestly
that's
do. He's
yeah.
lazy. He should have cut to 170 a while ago, but
Mhm.
he's had so many injuries. He just got beat by Jared Cannonier, dropped in that fight a bunch of times.
Hasn't
His
fought in a
chin is
while.
overrated. Yeah.
Hasn't fought in years. Yeah.
Hasn't fought in since that fight in 2021. So I think that we're going to see Chris Curtis get a big KO win. And Gaslam could wrestle a little bit, but Chris Curtis is good takedown defense.
Yeah,
So
Chris Curtis isn't bad at wrestling. Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
he
Like
trains
we
with Strickland. Strickland's got good takedown defense.
like Hermanson, like, is a good grappler, and he couldn't really take down Chris Curtis, if I'm not
Yeah.
so yeah.
Raul Rosas Jr. versus Christian Gutierrez. I mean, dude, Raul Rosas Jr. is getting it done.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm interested why they can do a bigger step up, but I mean,
He's 18. I
yeah,
mean,
I think
if
he's
you
gonna
do
have
a
a
big
first
step
round
up,
finish.
then it like I feel like this guy could still be fighting unranked up until he's
20.
21, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
he
think
could
they
be
should
the youngest
move it
champion.
slow because Raul Rosas has a chance to go on like a tear in the UFC.
He
Get
could
him
be
like an Arnold Allen streak, like a 10 fight win streak.
he could be the youngest champion ever. I think he's got
But
a
I
chance.
don't think he should rush for. I feel like if he's finishing guys and a ton of them, then maybe. But we shouldn't rush him. I think I'm going to pick Raul Rosas Jr. by submission.
I got him first round submission.
Kevin Holland versus Santiago. I already mentioned that Santiago, I think he's going to get it done by KO. I think Kevin Holland's chin after the Wonder Boy fight is not going to be refreshed. And I think Ponzinibbio has some serious power. I think he's going to go out there, knock out Kevin Holland. And I also have to say, has Kevin Holland ever beat anyone better than Santiago? No. So I'm going to go and say Santiago Ponzinibbio KO.
What round?
I think he's going to KO him in the third round, second or third.
I think Holland's gonna KO Santiago in the second round.
All right. Maybe might get a
Um,
submission too.
Font
Maybe.
versus Yanez. This is
Ooh,
a
I'm gonna
hard
go with Font.
Font,
It's a
but
big step up for Giannis. And I listen, even though Font is like, got dropped and all that, he hasn't got finished that often. So I'm honestly gonna go with like Rob Font by decision.
I agree with you on that. I think this is a huge step up for Giannis, and I think stylistically, it's kind of. I mean, it could be very easy, but it could also be very tough
Yeah,
because Rob Font lands a ton of volume. He's a great boxer. Like he is a great
yeah.
boxer.
Really good jab too.
Cheeto wasn't this powerful guy, crazy powerful guy. He would have smoked Cheeto. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, like he's a good he's a pretty good fighter. You know what I mean? He's a pretty good boxer. Like the
Yep.
guys he's just lost to are like, just have a lot of power and stuff. And I don't think Giannis has that ridiculous power. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Uh,
does not. He has decent power.
I don't think it's
He has a 70-inch reach, Font 71. Font is a little old though,
I still think he's got it. In a 3-round fight, I think he's fine. I think he wins a decision 2-1. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm gonna go with Font. Like he's just fought so many better guys. Like he's coming off a fight with Cheeto. Before that, he fought what's his name? Was it
Aldo.
Cody? Oh, Aldo. Yeah, Aldo. And
Aldo
then before that it was
oh,
Cody. And before that it was Marlon Moraes. So like he's just fought much better guys. And Yanez, like I can't imagine is right now that much better than those guys. Maybe he's better than Cody Garbrandt, but like
yeah.
I think it'll be more competitive than Cody and Rob Font. Like Rob Font kind of just dominated Cody for 5 rounds. So
I think
I
it's a
think we're
close
going to see
fight.
a 29-28. I think like, I don't know. I just think that he's going to get pieced up badly. Like I think that, Yanez his last fight was with Tony Kelly. Like Tony Kelly's shit.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like
I
who
think
is, yeah,
it's too high of a this too big of a step up in my opinion. But if he
right.
does win, I think it's interesting for that division. But still, I still think I think Font wins a close decision. And shows that there's levels. Gilbert
Yeah.
versus Masvidal. I think Gilbert's gonna fucking submit him.
You
Yeah,
think Gilbert Burns is going to submit him? Maybe.
dude. Honestly, no. I think Burns is gonna win by decision. Actually, yeah, I think Burns by decision. I think 30-27 decision. That's my prediction. I think he wrestles him a lot. Uh, I think Masvidal is just. I mean, he's old and washed at this point. So, yeah, no, I think Burns is going to win a boring decision. That's what I can see it happening. Similar to the Wonder Boy fight.
I agree with that. Honestly, I feel like I was saying KO for a while. I really think Burns is going to play it safe and just try to get the win. And he'll go for a submission. I don't think he'll get it. So I'm going to go with Gilbert Burns by decision.
I think it's gonna
I
be
think
a
it's going to be, again, similar to the Wonder Boy fight, a little bit more action on the feet from Burns, a little bit more leg kicks. I think in the third round, we'll see Burns open up a little bit more. But like, I'm going to go with decision. I'll
I
go
think
with 30-27.
I think it's gonna be a really boring fight.
You same.
Yeah, I could see Masvidal winning. I could, to be honest.
I honestly wouldn't mind it because that means he'll get a KO. So
I wouldn't mind it either, but I could for sure see it happening. I think Burns has been a bit chinny. Masvidal, I mean, he has. I mean, I don't know if he has knockout power. I mean, we said he has knockout power after he just fucking knocked out 2 people, and like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't think he really has crazy knockout power, but he could surprise some people.
and he's
Masvidal.
old.
He is
Let's
old.
be real, he's old.
So is Burns. Burns is old too. People
Yeah,
forget.
but Burns is like
25.
not Masvidal old. He's
Yeah.
not like fat cocaine on a
He
yacht
also
old.
hasn't been in 50 fights.
Yeah, that's the thing. Exactly.
Yeah. So
Main
whatever.
event. Pereira. I'm going Pereira with a second round KO.
I'm gonna go with Pereira with a third round KO.
I'll go with third round too.
I
Fuck it.
think
I'll
the
go third
first
round.
round, Pereira wins the round, but I think it's a slow round. not slow. I mean, I think it's going to be a really calculated round, but I think Pereira is going to edge it out. I think second round Izzy's going to have a better round, and it's going to be a round where some judges may pick Izzy for that round. Some judges may pick Pereira, but Izzy will look a lot. Will look decent. You know what I mean? And we'll maybe start getting a hang of things a little bit. And I think in the third round he's going to get caught by Adesanya. Left hook. I think he's going to put him out cold. I think out cold. I don't think it's gonna be like last fight where like it was a standing knockout. I think this one's gonna be vicious. Um, yeah, I think vicious left hook to maybe like 2 minutes into the third round, and Adesanya on the canvas. But again, like the thing is, I don't think I'd be pissed if Adesanya won this time. That's the difference about this one. I'm not watching this being like, oh, let's go. I mean, I want Pereira to win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not watching this like I'm not gonna be pissed if Adesanya wins. You know what I mean?
Same.
And what do you think the chances are that Adesanya wins this fight?
I think it's like 20%.
I think 20.
Like I think it's 10% KO, 10% decision. Essentially, he's gonna have to recreate what he did last time, but just
Not get knocked
do a
out.
little bit, do way better in the fifth round. Not KO'd. And the thing is, everyone like I see not everyone, but I see a lot of people that are picking Izzy saying like he was winning the fight and all he has to do now is just do the same thing as last time, but just just play safe, like as if he wasn't trying to play it safe in the fourth and fifth round last time. That's what he was doing. He was surviving. He was just
Third
trying
round
to play it
too.
safe. And the issue is, I can't pick a guy to win that's literally just surviving against Pereira in the fifth round. Like you have to be fighting him and beating him. You can't just survive out there. That's the issue. I was saying going into it last time, I said, if Izzy's going to go out there and try to just survive until he wins a decision, he'll lose. Pereira won't allow him to do that. And Pereira, what did he do in the fifth round? Walked him down and knocked him out. That's what he'll do. If Izzy starts to resort to just survival mode, make it to the final bell, he's going to get KO'd.
Get knocked out
So I'm going
early.
to go with Pereira, bro, because I think Izzy's only way to win is to actually fight him, maybe get a KO, maybe get a decision and just hope he doesn't land the left hook. But I can't bank on it.
I also think that people don't remember the wrestling exchanges last fight.
Yeah.
That's why Izzy was up. Like I don't think Izzy has the same wrestling success as he did in the last. I just think that there's no way.
I actually think, Dan Hardy mentioned this. He said that, Pereira's been training with Glover. And he said, if Pereira could take Adesanya down and get on top of him, what kind of damage could he do with the power in his hands?
Should not do that. I think that'd be stupid. I think he gets.
The thing is, though, like, what if he could knock Adesanya out on the ground? Hit him with a left hook.
But then it could end up being like the last fight where
he gets reversed.
And then Adesanya's not great on the ground, but he's
But
more.
Pereira's also, maybe getting better with his takedown entries.
I think he could take Adesanya down. I think he could.
Just with a surprise.
But I don't think it's smart to. Like I don't know if it's
I don't think it is either. I feel like he needs to just stand and wait for the KO to happen.
Both these guys on the feet, you put them on the feet for 5 rounds. Alex Pereira beats him every single time.
I think he just goes out there and try to outpoint Adesanya. And if you outpoint him, you're gonna win by KO. Like that's just how it is. Just kickbox him. Just get in there and kickbox Adesanya, and you'll probably beat him.
Pereira should fight slow.
But not too slow. He shouldn't just be like Cheeto.
Not too
slow. Just like fight slow, but like go forward when he can. When he can pressure Izzy up against the fence, that's the perfect time to unload. Because that's how we got the KO last time. Izzy was up against the fence.
Chop Izzy's legs. Check his
chop the legs. Exactly. Destroy the legs and see and just keep trying to put him up against the fence. And out in the middle of the octagon, it's like a stalemate, but you have a stronger leg kick, you have a stronger body kick, you have a better jab.
Just pressure Izzy. That's what you just need to keep him moving backwards.
The thing is, what about Pereira's chin and the weight cut? Like
that's
will that affect him?
That's Izzy's real chance. Izzy has
he has to catch him with a knockout. I think.
I also think Pereira was a bit more careful with the weight cut this time. I think he seems like he's a bit more like you see him getting ready already.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be a bit more prepared this time. But what does that do?
I'm worried if he misses weight. Like
not going to miss weight.
I remember the last fight week, I was like on the weigh-in show, like the live weigh-in show, and I was so nervous that like Pereira was going to miss weight. Just because they were all talking about it, like, oh my gosh, he's so big. Is he even going to make weight? And
I
of
don't
course
think
he
there's
did.
a risk. I don't think
Pereira making weights like Charles, like I always get nervous before he steps on the scale these days.
Chimaev's now going to be that too.
And
If he
Chimaev, but like not if he's
not
fighting at
it,
170. But those three guys are the people that make me nervous on weigh-in day.
Charles, also Islam.
Yeah, Islam's never missed. I don't get nervous with it. I know he is always going to make weight. I never get nervous with that.
Charles and Pereira.
Chimaev, Charles, but I would just say it's really just Charles and Pereira. Like Charles making weight's always like a whole
Who
fiasco.
else was weird that like? Who else was weird about missing making?
Not anyone really.
Yeah,
It's
no.
really just those guys.
Yeah, I think he'll make weight though. I don't think there's a risk of him missing. I mean, there is a risk, but I think he's gonna be a bit more prepared this time, and I actually think he's gonna be one of the earlier guys to the scale. That's my prediction. But maybe he'll have less power because he's been cutting weight for longer. Who knows? But I think he should win. You know, I think the only way Adesanya. I don't know how Adesanya. I think Adesanya by knockout's kind of his only way of winning, right?
I think so because like in the fifth round, he's just going to be like a cripple.
Yeah, because Pereira is so much like Pereira's just way stronger than Adesanya. Like
Everything he lands is like so much more impactful.
dude,
Adesanya's leg kicks don't do anything to Pereira, but
that's why
Pereira's leg kicks
Adesanya is so good.
does a lot.
That's why Adesanya has been so good in that division because of his kicks. I don't think they're
Yeah,
effective against
and
Pereira.
the height, everything.
I'm more confident about this one than the first one.
Same, dude. I am because like the last time it was close and it looked like
I also
Izzy was
didn't
about to
know.
win the decision, and Pereira went out there in the fifth and just like people act like it was a last minute KO. It was
No,
like
no, it
there
was
was
a
3 minutes
close
and 30
call.
seconds on the clock, for God's sakes.
Uh-huh.
There was like 3 more minutes, 3 more minutes in the round. He went out there and it wasn't like a one punch shot. He like beat Izzy up for a minute straight. Like it was pretty much like
Also
a
check the
30-second sequence up against the fence after a minute of just checking a leg kick. Izzy fell. Pereira jabbed him a couple of times and then started unloading and then caught him with the hook. Then had another onslaught. Like it was like a real beating, like in the fifth round.
and that was not an early stoppage at all, by the way.
Yeah. So like people were, it was really like people acting like, well, it was 3-1 Izzy, but like who cares? He got destroyed in the fifth.
Also, all the rounds were pretty close too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like it was like these Izzy was running away.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very confident in Pereira knocking him out.
Yeah,
I think
so,
Izzy's taking this emotionally. I think Izzy's
yeah.
can't like is listen, the loss is eating him up. And if a guy's 3-0, he's probably gonna be 4-0.
Probably, you know,
I think Izzy's gonna
yeah, I think he's gonna get
KO,
knocked.
dude.
I think, or a decision. He may lose decision. I could see it
Yeah.
too. I don't think that would be, you know, and also
We
now,
could also see Pereira drop Izzy.
yeah, probably. I mean, I think he's gonna. I think I could also see him winning decision. I could for sure see also, especially.
And I think Pereira was probably nervous with the big stage. Remember, like his
Yeah.
first massive fight, Madison Square Garden. He was fighting at the Apex, or he was fighting Sean Strickland on like 4 fights before a main event,
Yeah.
or on the prelims. What was it, Sean Strickland on the prelims, or it was
It
the
was
main
it was the featured fight, but still,
nonetheless, it's still like he
not Madison
got
Square
through a
Garden.
massive moment in his career. He got through losing that fight to Izzy and still coming out and winning, and that does a lot for your confidence. Now he's the champ.
You gain confidence.
Gain confidence as the champ.
And you also see that people on immediate rematches, the record is like brutal, you know?
Yeah.
Like the record's brutal. And I think the reason it's brutal is because I think that there's too much emotion going into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Usman, like looking back on that, he should have taken more time off.
Like Whitaker, when he lost Izzy the first time, he improved a lot.
You got to take a year off pretty much. If Usman should have taken a year off. That's what it was at the end of the day. He didn't take enough time off and he was just a shell of himself. Adesanya is right back in there too. Like I just think it's stupid. And I think he's gonna lose again. Like, I mean, these immediate rematches, like if you're gonna have a rematch with someone, wait a year. Like
wait at least a year and have another fight in between.
Yeah, I think this immediate rematch idea is just
He should have fought Strickland in New Zealand or Australia. He should have fought Strickland on the Australia card or just on a fight night Australia.
I just think these immediate rematches are not good for these champions. I don't think that they are. So I don't know. I think Adesanya is going to lose. I think he's going to get knocked out third rounds.